Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I decided to film outside today because it feels pretty good. It's kind of hot, but in the shade it feels nice. And so if you get any background noise, like the AC just started running behind me, so I'm sure you might hear that, and the birds and all the nature noises and everything. But as you can tell by the title of today's video, today I'm going to be discussing things that I miss about walking. These are things that you probably wouldn't think about, so yeah, I'm just going to talk about them, and I hope you like this video. So the first thing that I miss about walking is twirling in a dress, like a flowy one. Like, you know how girls like spin and the dress like flows out all around you? Yeah, I miss that. I can't even really wear flowy dresses because it gets like tangled in my wheels, and yeah, so that's the first thing I miss about walking. The second thing I miss about walking is riding a bike. When I was a kid, I used to ride my bike all the time. My grandma, when I would get home from school, she would tell me go spend 30 minutes outside or go spend an hour outside, and I would ride my bike around the block, and so that's another thing that I miss. The third thing that I miss is a little bit more serious, I guess, like a little less playful, and it's the freedom to be spontaneous. So what I mean by that is, when you're in a wheelchair and you want to like go somewhere, you have to plan everything. Like, you have to take everything into account. Like, do you have, you know, everything you're gonna need, first of all, and then is the place that you're going wheelchair accessible? And you just have to plan a lot more. And so one of the things I miss about walking is just the freedom to be spontaneous. The fourth thing that I miss about walking is exploring. And what I mean by this is, like, you know, as you can see, I live in the country. You know, wheelchairs are just not very great for off-roading, and so I do miss being able to go out and explore. And like this one, I don't think that I would do it that much if I was able to walk, but it is something that I would like to be able to do, and so that is another thing that I miss about it. The fifth thing that I miss about being able to walk is jumping on a trampoline. So I live with my grandparents, and they have the same trampoline that their kids, so my mom and my aunts and my uncles, grew up on. So it's the same trampoline. It's been in our family for generations. And I miss being able to jump on the trampoline. The sixth thing that I miss about being able to walk is dancing. And technically, like, I can still dance in the wheelchair. So, you know, that one's like, okay. But I mean, I miss being able to see, like, or feel what I want to dance and, like, have my body respond in the way that I want it to. Because sometimes I'll be dancing, like, bobbing along, and then I'll spasm and it'll, like, throw me off or whatever. So the seventh thing that I miss about walking, and this one is serious. This one is like, hits me right here. And that is being able to stand to put pants on. Now this one, I have to put pants on every single day. If I had it my way, I wouldn't. But, you know, it's the world we live in. We gotta wear pants. And so I really miss being able to stand to put pants on, because let me tell you, that is just mighty convenient. The eighth thing that I miss about being able to walk is feeling weight on my feet. And I don't really know how to explain this one, but just the sensation of having weight on my feet, because I've had it a couple of times since I've been in the wheelchair. I've gotten in my leg braces to walk, I've been in a standing frame, and I just love that feeling of having weight on my feet, and I miss it. The ninth thing that I miss about walking is another one of those kind of like exploring, where I probably wouldn't do it very often at this point in my life, but I miss being able to climb trees. Like, I don't know, that just sounds like a fun adventure, and it's just not in the cards for me. The 10th thing that I miss about walking is going to the beach. Now, technically, I could go to the beach. They do make these chairs that are like specially designed for going to the beach, for going through the sand and everything. But I miss being able to go to the beach carefree. It kind of ties in with the freedom to be spontaneous. Going to the beach would be a lot of work for me. And I just miss like the thought of going to the beach just without care, just to go to the beach and not have it be like this tremendous like work day just to go to the beach. The 11th thing that I miss about walking is running. I miss running. And you know, I used to hear people in PE complain all the time because, you know, when they would have you like run the mile or do the pacer test or whatever, and I would love to be able to run. Like, the fact that your legs can carry you that fast is just like, and I mean, I get the sensation of running if I'm going down a hill. So, I mean, I kind of get it a little bit, I guess. But, yeah, I miss running. And now the 12th and final thing that I miss about walking is, the knowledge of safety. And what I mean by that is like, so the example that comes to mind is I live out in the woods, and sometimes the thought will go through my head, like if I'm out in the grass or whatever, the thought will go through my head that if a snake came up to me, a dangerous one, I wouldn't be able to get away. Or when I lived in the city, I would have the thought that if like a stranger came up to me and like just started pushing me, like I couldn't get away. And so one of the things I miss about walking and just like being able-bodied in general is the knowledge of safety. So yeah, that's 12 things that I miss about walking. There's a lot more that I miss about walking, like little things, like little specific things. But those were the 12 that like really came to mind when I sat down and was thinking about what to put in this video. And I just want to say that I don't mean this video to be negative, like, oh, feel bad for me, like I can't do these things anymore. I don't mean this video to be like that at all. I'm actually, in a lot of ways, very grateful for what happened to me and what put me in a wheelchair, because it taught me a lot. You know, it shaped the person that I am, and I'm very grateful for the lessons that I would not have learned otherwise. And so, yeah, I don't mean this video to be negative. It's just stuff that you really don't think about until, you know, you lose it. So if anything, I think this video is just like, kind of like a reminder, like, be grateful for the small things in life. Don't take things for granted. And I don't mean it in a critical way at all. But I know that a lot of times as human beings, we can take the smaller things for granted. And we really have to try not to do that, because even the small things can be taken away in an instant. And once they're gone, you may not get them back. And so yeah, but if you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please share this video. That would mean a lot to me if you shared it. BFFs. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!